Hi, how are you today? This is Jilly Bling, and I have one more project, or actually, okay, this is number 4 out of 5. So, looks like a regular card, but watch this. It's an easel. Is that fun or what? And then, or you could just leave it like that, open it up. But I'm loving this. I've done easel cards in the past. So I had the template and everything ready to go, but I haven't done anything like that using Honeybee Home, this bundle. So my paper, I just turned it over. It's a little dirty, but it's going to get dirty anyhow. So on this project, we'll also be, for the words, we'll also be using Hydrangea Haven, just because the words are really nice on this. On the inside, the world is a better place because of you. Very nice. And I appreciate all the little things you do. And there's a lot of other nice words on here. So for the dies, we'll be using Honeybee Blooms, Stitched So Sweetly for the sentiment, and Stylish Shapes for the circle back behind here. And this shape right here, that's from Stitch So Sweetly. And we'll be using plenty of other dies for this project. It's nice when everything gets cut out. Okay. So here are the pieces. And, you know, I was going to do templates and I didn't quite get there. I'm trying to register for a Stampin' Up! Event, and I called them because Tony's going to go with me to New Orleans. And he is expressing a bit of an interest in participating in some of the events, which, if you know Tony, that's going to be a little fun. That will be a fun day, a fun trip. And hold on, y'all. You know, you guys, if you know him, you know what I mean. So I was just asking them, can he attend? They're like, yeah, you have him listed as the supporting demonstrator. I'm like, okay. And I think that's from years ago when I was having shoulder problems. But they say it's fine to have a supporting demonstrator. Okay, so this paper, and I'm going to make, so long story short, I got distracted talking with them and then I just turned on the video and here we are. I'm going to make templates and I'll take pictures of the templates. But the templates for the base paper will say cut it to 5.5 by 6 3/8 and score it at 4 1/4. So it's just like a normal card, scored at 4 1/4. But you know how I do templates because I'm more of a visual person, and it's nice to have it like in writing right in front of you. And then this piece, which is the mechanism, it is 3.5 by 4. So the 4-inch side right here, 3.5 here, 4-inch here. That's going to go on there. And we don't have to score that. But again, the templates help everything. Okay, so this is going to go in here. Well, you know, I could start sticking stuff down. And you know, this designer paper, it is called, is it Sun Prints or Pretty Prints? I think it's called, this is Sun Prints, which is all the different blues color. And then Pretty Prints is the same prints, but in different regal colors. It's beautiful. But we'll be using Sun Prints for today. And I guess I've purchased 3 packages of this paper because I had 6 sheets of this with the stripes and then these little speckles. And I thought, well, that's perfect for this project. Okay, so that goes there. These, I will cut them out. And I textured that one, so I cut it out with that die. Cut it out, and then textured it with Hive embossing folder. So I have a question, and if you have the answer, put it in comments. So when you have this, which side is up? Is it with the hive part coming up? Or is it the other way with the hive part going down? When I think about like when you pull the honeycomb out of the hive, I think it's going down because that's where the bees go in and then they leave their honey and the queen is hanging out in there. So I'm thinking it goes down, but who knows? I may be wrong. Okay, this is for, I have all these pieces. This is for Stampin' On and some of just the white foliage behind the bouquet. Like see how this is cut in navy? And then this grass one is cut in white. That's what this is for also. But I know this little guy perfectly will fit the sentiment. So because this card is mostly done in Memento, so I could color it, instead of pulling out navy, I'm just going to do it in Memento too. Because to tell you the truth, oh, not good. If I had navy on one little paper and Memento on another paper, the black, you probably couldn't tell the difference because they're both really dark. Okay, that's better. That's real crisp. Okay. Boy, I feel a little scattered. I hope you all don't notice. So, this die, and this is from Stitch So Sweetly. So I'll cut that out. Doesn't that fit perfect? You might have think I planned it, huh? Nope. It just works out like that. Okay, so these are here. I need to cut out that circle. Stylish shapes. The more I use it, the more it seems like it is an alternate for stitch shapes. And I love that set. As a matter of fact, I have 2 of them, even though it retired. And I'm using liquid glue because liquid glue helps hold down things that have texture on it. Because if I put regular adhesive on it, it wouldn't stick it down as good. Okay, that could just dry. And what else do we have here? This is for the inside, but we'll stamp on here. This is for the outside. So I do have tricks on putting this together. Not that it's that hard, but if you just stick them all together, you might have a little problem. So first of all, stick on your designer paper, and I'm putting that on the white. Just a little edge. Okay, so don't stick these down together yet. They will eventually go together, but not quite yet. And this piece of navy, which is the same size as this little layer for the inside, is going to go right here in the middle. But because this flaps up, you want to put adhesive just on the top part. And this is kind of hard to see because it's navy on navy. So I'll put it there, and I know this is the middle. Yeah, that's at the top. And if I need more glue, I can put it on later, but I think this is going to be just fine. Okay, this is distracting me a little bit. So this is going to go, that's probably better that way, right here in the middle. And it has just a little bit of a reveal, like right down here I see just a hint of the designer paper, and the same up here. But I'm just making sure that this line, and I know it's hard to see because it's dark on dark, this line of the navy cardstock is parallel with the top fold of the paper. Okay, that looks good. And I'm happy that it's kind of bouncing up because that means I did not get glue here and I'm not sticking it closed. Okay, so the next step is flip it over with your bone folder, score right here. I could have you pull out your score tool, but you don't need to. You could just do that. So that's pretty much the extent of the mechanism. It's kind of fancy, huh? You're probably saying, no, that's kind of easy. It is easy. Okay, so Next, I'm going to stick this paper right onto here, right in the center. But I want just the bottom part stuck now, so it can do its easel movement. So to do that, I will put glue right here before the fold. Trying to keep it thin because I could put it on the whole thing because you can't see it if I put it on the white. Keeping it thin because I'm too impatient to wait for it to dry. I want it to be dry like immediately. Okay, so this one is going to go on here right in the center. Good, good, good. Okay, so that is, let me see, you could see how this part is sticking up. I'm looking in the camera, so I put my head down and I look up at the camera, just so I could see what you see. Okay, so right here it's flat. Then when it does the easel thing, I hold on up here and I'll tuck it into the little flower bouquet. Okay, so this is for the inside. We could do the inside. The words, there's some real nice words. What are they? The world is a better place because of you. So that goes here, and I'm going to drop it down. I would normally put it a little higher, but I think a little bit lower today. Just like that. So, in the interest of time, I'm going to stamp all the floral items and the bee, everything in memento, on the strip of paper. Then I'm going to use all these dies to cut it out. Okay, and don't say, no, what do you have? I'll show you. So, this is a stamp that I colored. Let me get the box. So in this set, there's pretty much 1, 2, 3 floral pieces, 3 bees, and plenty of words. So I did 2 of these, 1 of this one, 1 of this, and only 1 bee. And my plan is that the yellow flowers kind of coordinate with the yellow bee, and I want all the other colors to be soft and still pretty. The balmy blue is really pretty, but I want them to be a little bit quiet other than the yellow and the yellow. So when you look at this at first, I want that to be the first thing you see. And then I'll color this. So this one is done in balmy blue. Here I have the colors here. Balmy blue, seafoam for the leaves, daffodil for the 1 flower bouquet and the bee, and granite dark only to put a little bit of granite on the bee. I looked up a bee on Google Images, and they're not all yellow. Even some of them have black on them. But I just wanted to kind of tone it down to make it look a little more natural. The stamp looks natural, like really natural. Like if you're scared of bees, it looks really natural. So 2 of this one in purple. I chose purple because it's kind of opposite on the color chart of yellow. Bee in yellow. This grass piece just in white. And this one we'll color today. And then there is, I think this looks like a lily. And it's just kind of a silhouette of a flower. Okay, so let's do the coloring on this one. And the colors I'm using, don't worry, we won't be using them all. These right here. So I have a lifter, balmy blue for the wings, granite gray for the bee, just a little bit, and his legs are in granite. Daffodil, we'll use daffodil dark for the flower centers. No leaves, and so on these I did 3 colors of purple. I did Highland Heather dark. So let's start with that. I like to start with the dark. I'm just going to go around the very center, leaving room for that daffodil to go into the center of the flower. And this flower I'm going to put on with lots of dimensionals, and that's going to act as my easel stop. You know, like a door stop? It's an easel stop. Okay, I'm kind of excited about this New Orleans thing. So, if you are a demonstrator, and after time, I think you naturally just get a few people to sign up under you. And if you're a Silver Elite, you get invited to go to this event. And I'm very lucky that I got invited. So, and we haven't really gone anywhere traveling for a while. So, this will be good. So I'm doing just another little rim around the, what was that, Highland Heather Dark. Here, I'm going to hold it up. Not that I'm doing all that fancy. So that's Highland Heather Dark. This is Freesia Dark. And I'm leaving room for Freesia Light. And then I'm not going to go right to the edge. I'm going to kind of blend it out so it looks like the tips of the flower petals are white. That's my plan. We'll see how it goes. Have you ever tried to color on a not-a-work surface? It's a little challenging. Okay, so that's good. Now, Freesia Light, and when I do this one, I'm going to leave room for the tips to be white. Didn't leave much room at all. So I have Bo in here with me because when I wash his blankets, he has 3 of them, and he has a pillow. And when I wash it, he knows he can't go over onto the couch and climb up. So he looks at me like, oh, what am I supposed to do? There's a bed right over there, but he doesn't like to go into it. He likes the couch. Anyhow, because they're in the washer, he has no choice. So I have a dog with me today. I like it. Okay, so this is Color Lifter, and I'm just going to kind of accentuate the white tip, kind of make it a little bit soft. Excuse me. Hey, this matches my nail polish. Okay, so nails. When you get your nails, when you paint your nails, when you go have it done, the color that you choose is very personal. And usually they have thousands of colors, and you do your best to find a color that will work. Just like when you buy a purse. A purse is very personal. Because no one can just go and buy someone else a purse. It has to be right, and even after you get it, you're like, I don't know. Anyhow, so yesterday, Mama and we went out and had nails done and a pedicure. And I picked out a color, and he put it on my toes, and I looked over and I said, I don't know if I like that. And he's so kind, he goes, do you want me to change it? And I'm like, no, because he puts it under that little cooker, and I know he has to file it all off. And it was just a really light pink, but I didn't like it. So then it came time to do fingers, and I went over there, and there was that color, number 601, but then there were 2 other bottles. And there's a reason that he felt bold to think that he could choose a nail polish for me. And that's because last week I couldn't choose between 3 of them, and he picked out one completely separate. I don't know if you remember. It was kind of like a purple, kind of like this color, but I loved it. Anyhow, he did this. So it's pink, but then it has this shimmery stuff over the top of it. And at first I was thinking, I don't know about that. But guess what? I love it. Who can do that? Theodore can do that. I don't know. Maybe I should have him pick me out purses. Okay, so let's get to assembling this thing. So on this project, I like how it came out. I'm not complaining, but I think it's a little bit too busy. So I'm going to try to do things a little different somehow. So here's this. Maybe with the different color it will be more better. This, well, maybe that's the problem. Okay, I like that. Okay, if this was underneath. But see, it's getting a little busy again. Some could be here, but underneath all of them. Where's that white one? Here in my lap. Maybe this one could be underneath here. So it's similar. Now put in the middle. But I'm hoping that with a, or maybe I'll take this underneath piece and turn it sideways. Okay, that's a stop. Well, that we could put that together. I think I'm procrastinating. I'm procrastinating. This can go onto here. Okay, and this is going to go on with lots of dimensionals. Because if you put just a few on, the last thing you want is for it to pop off. It's kind of holding the card up. Being all proud and everything, like, look at me fancy easel card. Okay, so this could go in the center at the bottom. I'm going to put it up a little bit higher, like I was thinking right here would be really cute. But a little bit higher, and that's because when you have your easel card, if it was down low, this would be like the focal point is kind of in a recliner. It's laid back. But if you put it back a little bit further, it's sitting more straight up. So you can see the words. Okay, I'm still procrastinating. I don't know. I want to make it look good, but I'm not quite sure what to do. We'll see. Okay, so this piece you could put it under, perfectly line it up, and then close the door. That might be a good way. But I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Make sure the sides are equal, top and bottom's equal. And when I close it, lucky, lucky. Okay, no more procrastinating. Here we go. So I was thinking maybe, oh, I think this might be it. Okay, so I'm going to put that on. Oh, and then I can have a bow like it's holding the bouquet all together. Okay, I'm just going to go with it. You know, when you're dealing with pretty stuff, it's hard to go wrong. Right in the middle. Okay, so these are going to go like that. I was thinking I'll just start sticking them down, but I need to know where they should be. Okay, going to start with these big ones. These are kind of my anchor, I'm thinking. The biggest flower. And I'll just put one dimensional so I could tuck all these other pieces in. Put it right up a little bit high so I could tuck stuff in down underneath. Okay, it's going to be my anchor. But I want, whoops, I want the bow. What's going on? I know what happened. Okay, so this is my anchor, and I want the bow to be right about here, and that's good for there. Okay, and if necessary, I could pull them up. So that's what was going on, is I pulled the waxy side, the paper and everything. See, now that's shiny there. That one pulled it off. Okay, so I put it at the top, but I think maybe I should put it at the bottom because this one is going to be tucking into the top. Okay, and this can go here. Where are my words going to go? Because I was all happy about the denim bow being the bouquet holder. Okay, let's make a bow. Ribbon, ribbon, ribbon. So this denim ribbon is in the mini catalog, the one that will be expiring at the end of the month. So if you like the denim ribbon, I've used it quite a few times. I really like it. It's time to get it. So I don't know if a double bow is going to be too bulky, but I'll try. And if it is, I'll just make another one. Isn't that cute? It's kind of covering up my flowers. What if I put it down lower? Then you could still see the flowers. That's it. Okay. And there's still more parts to attach. Oh. See, there is no need to procrastinate. Okay, and now these, they're willing to let go. That one's not. There it goes. Ooh, I'm bending it. Let go! Oh, that's a cute part too. So I'm going to put liquid glue at the bottom and just try to tuck it in. And then, if necessary, I'll put more glue on it. Okay, it's going to go. It was hard to get out. It's probably going to be hard to get back into there. Not at all. So these navy ones are kind of a silhouette, so they get to stay in the back. If I took time to color that little leaf, it goes in the front. Okay. It's a little bit tall, but that's okay. So now how about this one? Come on out. Okay, so again, same process. Liquid glue at the bottom, tuck it in, and then I'll put more glue on it. Okay, looking good. Oh, that white one. This white one, because I have this over here, thinking it could go over here. And I like it sticking out over the navy blue, so it doesn't get lost in those stripes. Okay, so now I really need to attach stuff. Lots of stuff going on down here, but it's okay if it doesn't look perfectly arranged, because it's going to be covered by that bow and then the words. Okay, and from die cutting, I see all these little pieces, which kind of drive me crazy. I think it was on the back of that leaf thing. There it is. I think I have glue in it. Okay, this one needs a little dimensional. It's kind of popping up there. Okay, and there it is. So this is going to go here at the bottom. That is so cute. Might need more than one glue dot because it's kind of a thick ribbon. Oh, I wish the denim ribbon wasn't going away. I like it. Okay. You know, just to make sure. The last thing I want is that ribbon falling off. You know, I attached all these with just one dimensional, so they're probably ready for more security. And one more of these. Just to make sure the bow stays. Sounds like what I say to the dog. Bow, stay. Okay, and I'll trim up the ribbon. This is just a little bow. And this will go right here. So you could still see the flower, the bouquet. These leaves, that looks good. And I would put it on dimensionals, but it's going to become too tall. Is that the cutest? Okay, little bee. Oh my gosh, I think we're done. See, I like this one better than the first, but I like the first one too. But this one is best. Okay, so bee. Because this is here, I'm thinking it should be over there, but I chose the wrong one. He's going the wrong direction. He can go right here. Okay. That's it. We did it. We did it. So this is today's project. Little easel card. Maybe it's the purple I like. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, have a great day. Bye.